Hey, my darling Nyah. It's your Bohemian warrior Nana with the Harley. I'm just checking in with you because your dad says you want to go into the Air Force and be a culinary wonder kid. Well, I'm just letting you see my little life because I'm off the grid. But I like to cook too. There's my Harley. Do you remember when you and your sister sat in the sidecar? Well, I'm in the middle of working on it and getting it ready for the road, but I'm going the opposite direction of California. I'm going towards Florida. So here's my little motorcycle clubhouse and garage and my chick cave. And there's my dog Molly, okay? And today I'm going to make myself some applesauce, and it's sugar-free because I'm going to use red delicious apples, okay? And there's 10 apples here. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. 1.5 cups of water, 1 tablespoon of cinnamon, and there's the good Texas spring water. And I'm going to peel them and then core them and then slice them. And then I'm going to cook them in my electric skillet and get them all nice and soft. And then I'm going to take my little hand blender, ta-da, and puree them. Or, you know, if you're of a mind, you can also mash them with a potato masher if you like them, you know, chunky. So that's Nana's applesauce recipe. 10 red delicious apples, 1.5 cups of water, 1 tablespoon of cinnamon. You peel them, you core them, and chop them up. And then the water and the cinnamon all go in there, and then you put the lid on it, and you just simmer it and check it, you know, with a spoon. Here's my plastic spoon for my Teflon pan. And that's it, my love. That's applesauce, Nana's applesauce, made in a garage with just a little bit of electricity. I got all the modern conveniences of home. I mean, it's cool to have a stainless steel Martha Stewart kitchen, but it's not necessary. There's my microwave, there's my little refrigerator, that's the perfect size for me. This is my pantry. There's my rice and pastas and all my baggies and canned goods over there. And then I got like another little shelf here of this, that, and the other. And this is one of those lights, but I took the shells off. I took the shades off because I like the bright light. And my vitamins. Yep. Life is good, little girl. Life is very good. Okay? Pink salmon. Alrighty. So now I'm going to get all that ready, and I'm going to show you some applesauce because I love you very much and I miss you very much. Okay, so here's my peeled apple to start. This is what the other 12 are going to look like. And then I'm going to put it here, or even upside down like that, and put this over it so that mostly all I have to do is just chop up those little slices into nice little pieces to make a big old pan of that. So I just wanted you to see that, and I'm going to show you it cored. Okay, so now that it's separated and sliced, I can see what parts are good and bad, and what to keep and what to throw away. So let's do the other 11. Okay, so that's what it looks like when I'm done with one apple. And there's that apple all sliced up, only the good stuff. And now I'm going to do the other 11, and you'll see a whole pan of that. And then I'll do the water and the cinnamon. Okay, my darling Nyah, that is 12 red delicious apples, peeled and cored and sliced up. That's 12 apples right there. Now I'm going to do 1.5 cups of water, 1 tablespoon, oh yeah, a tablespoon. Here we go. 1 tablespoon of cinnamon, and I'm going to put all that, and then the lid, plug it in, turn it on, and get going and growing. Oh, this smells so heavenly, honey. That's 1 tablespoon of cinnamon sprinkled around all over the apples. And there's my 1.5 cups of water. So I'm just going to do that and that. Okay. And that's it. I'm going to stir, I'm going to give it a little stir with the white spoon. And just to incorporate that. And then we're going to turn it on. Get it a little teeny bubbly and then simmer it. And it doesn't take long. You know, like however long it takes to come to a small boil, then you turn it on simmer, keep it covered, and then that's it. So onward and upward, huh, boo-boo? So I've set my temperature at 350, and when it starts to bubble and boil, I'm going to turn it down to like warm and just stir it occasionally until I tap it with the spoon and the apples just disintegrate. Okay, honey? Okay, this is where I'm stopping with this temperature. And here's the interesting thing. The recipe is 8 apples, 1.5 cups, you know, of water, and 8 tablespoons of sugar. And I guess that's if you're using the Granny Smith green apples. And even though Nana is not fat, because people aren't fat, they're skin and bones and muscle and tissue, I have fat. Everybody has fat. And so I will follow the Weight Watchers freestyle every few days, you know, just to make sure I don't have to lay down on the bed and zip up my pants with the pliers. So this, without any sugar, is 0 Weight Watcher freestyle points. And if you want to add sugar and you've got friends that are concerned about their weight, 1 tablespoon of regular sugar, not that artificial crap, 1 tablespoon of white sugar is 1 Weight Watcher point. So now I'm going to turn this down, because even though there's 10 apples in here, ooh, the steam from the, even though there's 10 apples, 4 apples, 1 quart of water, 4 tablespoons sugar, and 1 teaspoon of cinnamon. Well, there's 10 apples, 1 1/2 cup of water, 1 tablespoon of cinnamon, and no sugar because they're the red delicious apples. So now I'm going to cover it and just check it every few minutes, and it should just boil down and absorb all that cinnamon water and be ever so tasty. Looking forward to it, because then it's going to go in there. But I can blend it in my pan because that's not going to touch the Teflon. Okay, it's just going to suck the apple up in there and puree it. And then I will take my, what do they call this, and scoop every single bit of the applesauce out into that bowl. And because it's me on my own, in charge of me, I'm an unsupervised adult, I can eat all my food out of the container with a spoon, and I can drink my milk right out of the carton. And I do have a pretty good refrigerator system. I mean, I don't need a light bulb, but I've got my hard-boiled eggs, I've got my oranges, there's cheese, there's my ghost pepper salsa, and cream for my coffee and milk, but lemon water, apple cider water, and then plain water, plain water. Yeah, there's 2 of them here. And, oops. And I keep on refilling these with not regular water, drinking water. And there's Molly's chicken skin and chicken fat for when she acts weird about eating. So yeah, Nana's got a pretty cool kitchen, as cool kitchens go. All right, honey. Oh, this smells so incredible. Oh, You and your sister should invent smell-o-vision or smell sensation, because this smells glorious. Okay, my love. Okay, my darling, I'm ready to blend this. So let me take that off. Oh my gosh, look at how much it's cooked down. And the apples are mush, mush, mush. So I'm just going to give it a quick to let you see how easy that is. Now know that the blade is not touching the bottom of the pan or the Teflon. And again, you can use a potato masher, but I like my applesauce saucy. So I'm going to get this all creamy, but you know the process, okay? Okay, my darling, and what's this? A spatula, but not a pancake turner. This is a spatula or a scraper. So now I'm going to put every bit into this container. Look at that, my darling granddaughter, Nyah. 4 cups. And here's the lid. I got this container, plus I got a set, like 2 containers and 2 lids at Dollar Tree, $1. And the apples, that bag of apples was 99 cents, reduced produce. And then water, that bottle of water was 68 cents at H-E-B, and my cinnamon was $1. All right, my darling, I just made 4 cups of applesauce, and it's sugar-free but tastes so smooth and wonderful because I made it with Red Delicious apples. But the recipe is like 1 tablespoon sugar per apple. So if you made 8 Granny Smith apples, 1.5 cups of water, 8 tablespoons of sugar, and a tablespoon of cinnamon. So I'm going to take a bite. Oh my God. Mmm. So wonderful. And just the right blend of creamy, chunky. I got smooth and bits of apple. Oh. Yay. Okay, my darling. It's a cooking video from Nyah's Nana to Nyah.